I just recorded like a 5-minute video, and it got deleted. And I did a time lapse of me putting on the forks. In the 5-minute video, I was explaining to the viewers, because someone had commented, which I appreciate people commenting and asking questions. I want to respond to them. Someone had commented and asked, how do I know if the frame and the this whole front part isn't bent or broken from the accident? And truthfully, the answer is I do not know. And I'm not 100% sure that it isn't damaged or bent, but just from looking at it, I could tell that none of the welds are cracked, or any of the weld. Every single weld on this frame is intact. The paint isn't cracked. The welds aren't cracked. So that alone is a good sign. In the video that I can't find now, I shined it down through this, and everything's perfectly straight. And you can see on the broken one, I mean, this isn't bent at all. It's perfectly straight. This obviously took the brunt of the damage and absorbed most of the impact, I believe, that and the rim, because the rim is cracked pretty good. I think that the fact that that isn't bent tells me that this most likely isn't bent. And I mean, this is on, and it's moving nice. It's totally good. I'm a little annoyed because I time-lapsed this install, and for some reason it's gone. I don't know why. If you look down on it, all the spacing side to side is equal. Another thing is, I test fitted the tank. I didn't record it, but these rubber things right here, they go, they sit on the frame right here on either side. And if something on that was moved or out of line, they wouldn't be sitting properly. And when I put the tank on, they sit perfectly fine. So I don't believe anything is damaged on here, and I hope that answers anyone's questions about that. And again, that's something you obviously run the risk of when you buy a wrecked bike. You only get pictures of it when you're bidding on it, and you have no idea really what could be wrong with it. You just know based on pictures, which is kind of scary. They do tell you if they start it, so you know that it ran at least. This one was in the engine start program, which means they started it. There's still a big question mark on shifting and making sure that all works, because that whole side broke, and the linkage and all that was bent and snapped. So obviously, you know, I don't know yet that all of that is working properly, so that's still kind of a question mark. But the frame itself is good. Nothing's bent, nothing's cracked on the welds. This is totally okay. It moves good. That wasn't bent, which tells me if this bent, that might have bent, or the bearings would have broke. All of that's functional, and none of it's broken. So that tells me that this is okay. Okay, so I didn't time lapse the tank install because it's pretty quick and easy, and you guys saw me prep it and put the gas cap on and all that other stuff. So that I just popped back on. I did get this, the rear cover for the seat, which I think looks so much better on the bike. Without it, I think it looks kind of weird, but I get why you take it off. If you have a passenger, it's kind of nice to have the option. But yeah, everything else is on still except for the radiator. That's the only thing that I'm waiting on. And the front fender, which that is actually, I had said before, the radiator's gonna take the longest. That's gonna take the longest because it's carbon and everything is so hard to get right now, especially carbon fiber. It is like, it just takes forever. And that's Illenberger, that part, which Illenberger actually manufactures the stock carbon fiber parts for these bikes, along with, I think, BMW and a couple other big brands. And that company's overseas, I believe. So their stuff just takes forever in general. But with COVID and everything, it got even worse. And that's why I never got the one for my bike. But that's ordered. It's just going to take a while to get. I also put heat wrap on the header pipes, which I thought looked kind of cool. Like I said, if this was my bike and I was keeping it, I would do a full titanium system. And if I'm being honest, I would take the Termi off and do SC Project because it's smaller, you see more of the rim. And then I would get the new mount for here that gets rid of this, and I would take the one off the other side so there's no passenger option and just have that clean look. But I'm selling this, so I don't want to go crazy putting money into it on stuff that it doesn't necessarily need, but those are just things that I think really make this bike look awesome. The clear clutch cover too is something that I would do, but I can't think about that. I need to focus on getting rid of this. So everything else is pretty much done. I just wanted to do a quick update on that, and I mean, it looks amazing. And yeah, I did, what else did I do? That's it. It's got fresh fluids, bled the brakes, fresh clutch fluid, bled that. It's all good, working good. I did the rear brake, fresh fluid. I actually just did that on my bike too because it needed it really bad. They're nice and clear now. You can see it's new fluid. Before it was like dark orange, and now it's nice and fresh. I did my rear brake too. But yeah, it looks good. I'm really, the next video will be the radiator, and then starting it for the first time and seeing how it rides, and going from there. I'll probably only do one more video. It'll be a like I did with the Scrambler. It'll be a 10-minute of the whole thing. It may be a little longer because I did a lot of talking on this, but it'll be a 10 to 12-minute video on the entire build from start to finish. But yeah, it came out really, really good. It's nice to see that it wasn't, when I picked it up, I was really nervous, but it wasn't as bad as I had thought. So yeah, we'll stay tuned for that. That's gonna be done soon. As far as the bobber goes, do a quick update. Parts are ordered, the exhaust is ordered, the clip-ons are ordered. I have the NRC fender eliminator over there, and new foot pegs, and I got new decals because we're repainting it. I'm not going to give away anything else yet, but the fender, the tank, the kidneys, and under the seat are coming off. That's all going to get painted a new color, and the fender's going to go away. We're just going to make this thing look kind of cool looking and change it up a little bit because my dad is tired of the black and he wants to put a little bit of our touch onto it. So stay tuned for that because that's coming. But I'm not starting that until I have all the parts here and the lift is here for that. So that'll be once the lift comes and all the parts are here. And the lift, they're saying beginning of June. So I'm hoping it comes the first week of June. So we'll see what happens with that. But please like and subscribe and stay tuned for more. Thank you.